when it's made public by celebrities like yourself or the royal families, it must encourage people to go forward and say, well, I better get tested as well. Because we all expect that people in high-profile positions will be healthy. We were talking about Joe Biden earlier on. How the hell does the American president escape detection on something like this?
Well,
but clearly, it's not. Clearly, they don't escape.
Yeah. So when you go to see your GP, so what symptoms? If you don't say you're going, your bladder, you're going 3-4 times a night or something like that. They're like, if you don't tell them all this, they say, well, go away and come back. But we're not going to test you at the moment.
I'll let you know something. I booked my own PSA test a few days ago.
Good.
Prompted by I meant to do it last time you and I spoke about this, but prompted by this, and I called the surgery and they said, "What symptoms have you got?" So I just said, "This is my birthday." I'm old. That's why I need it.
I think going back. When I had my pre-diagnosis PSA done, I went to see my GP about it, and he said, "There's nothing wrong with you." And bless him, he wrote to the oncology unit and said, "Will you please see this worrying doctor and reassure him?" and at least afterwards, he did phone me up and said, "We're reviewing what we say." With the king, we don't know actually, because he did go in for benign, and nobody knows what's wrong with him, but it's probably something else.
Even so, it's raised the profile, hasn't it? Because all the speculation in the press is there, and the fact that he went public with it has made it more acceptable for people to...
No, absolutely, and I think Chris Hoy has probably affected people a lot. How can this amazing cyclist, still under 50, have prostate cancer that he was diagnosed because he had a lump in his shoulder? But then you've got Allan, we were just saying, Biden yesterday, the person that I regard as the rugby god, Ian McGeechan, the British Lions coach, announced last week he got it, and it really does make a difference.
But Bill, we must make it clear that the doctors have said cycling does not cause prostate cancer. So anyone who goes cycling, don't give it up, because that's an absolute farce. Keep going on that. But talk about my great friend who passed away, Bob Willis. Wonderful man, and there are some men that feel very embarrassed about they got it. They don't want to tell anyone, and I think Bob is. We're doing a big charity golf day for prostate cancer tomorrow for Bob's foundation, which supports prostate cancer at the county.
How old was Bob when he was diagnosed?
Bob, probably, 5? He would have been close to 70.
Oh, okay. So
in the 60s, in his 60s. And I just think that, he should have done something more rapidly than sitting back and listening to. He should have gone to someone who really knew what was happening. So, but I then look now, there's more sportsmen and more famous people coming out that have got prostate cancer. Before, there were people had it, no one even were told that they had it. If I look through the cricketers, the Nick Cook, no one knew. There was then Jeff Miller got it. I could reel off loads of names, of guys that have had it now.